Next question number 2. Here also you should use midpoint theorem. Okay. ABCD is a rhombus. So first I drew one rhombus here, marked it as ABCD. And like the same question which we done in question number 1. PQRS are the midpoints of the side. P is the midpoint of AB. Q is the midpoint of line BC. R is the midpoint of line CD. And S is the midpoint of line DA. So I mark the midpoints also. We have to show that quadrilateral PQRS. After that you should connect all these midpoints. Okay. Then we should prove that this quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle. So I am drawing this one, and after that I draw one diagonal AC. Next I am starting here in triangle ABC. Like we did in the previous question, first I took this triangle ABC. We know that P is the midpoint of AB. P is midpoint of AB, and again Q is midpoint of line BC. I written the same statements. So in a triangle, two midpoints are written from these two sides. Then we are joining these two midpoints. Then we can say that this line should be parallel to the third side of triangle. So we can write here line PQ is parallel to third side AC, and we can write this line PQ is equal to half of the third side, half of AC. What is the reason written here? Because by using midpoint theorem. I written by using midpoint theorem we can write this statement. Like we did in the previous question, again I am taking the triangle DAC like this. So I am taking in triangle DAC also we can write the same statements. First we can write in triangle DAC SR is parallel to AC, correct? Because we are using the same method, so we can write here, I am directly writing SR is parallel to, this line is parallel to AC. And again this line SR is equal to half of this AC. SR also is equal to half of AC. Putting this equation as 1, this is equation 2 by using same theorem, midpoint theorem. Okay. So from 1 and 2 we can write here PQ is parallel to AC. Again AC is parallel to SR. So we can write PQ is parallel to SR. So I am writing PQ is parallel to SR, and PQ is equal to SR because both are half AC, half AC. So PQ is equal to SR by using equation 1 and 2. I written the statement. So if these two opposite sides are parallel and these two opposite sides are equal, PQ and SR, then we can say that PQRS is a parallelogram. PQRS is a parallelogram. So till here you done in previous question. Same method you have to follow to prove this is a parallelogram. First of all, before proving PQRS is rectangle, you should prove that PQRS is parallelogram. That we proved here. Okay. So if it is parallelogram, then we can equate their opposite sides. Right. So I am equating AB is equal to, I am equating here PQRS is a parallelogram because what is the reason? One pair of opposite side is parallel and equal. So again ABQ is a parallelogram. ABQS, which is ABQS. I am drawing this line. SQ I am joining here. Okay, this is rhombus. I am joining these two midpoints. So we can write here, since ABQS is a parallelogram. So since ABQS is a parallelogram, we can write here AB. This side is equal to opposite side of SQ. AB is equal to SQ, opposite side of parallelogram. Reason opposite sides of parallelogram. Okay. And similarly, we can write one more parallelogram is there. P, B, C, R, joining these two points. So we will get another parallelogram, PBCR. This is another parallelogram. Similarly, in parallelogram, since PBCR is a parallelogram, so we can write opposite sides are equal. Which are the opposite sides? BC and PR are the opposite sides. So I am equating BC is equal to PR. Okay. Again we can write here SQ is equal to PR, which is why we are writing here, because we know that AB is equal to BC, because this is AB is equal to BC. What is the reason? Because ABCD is a rhombus. ABCD is a rhombus. So we can write all the sides are equal, right? So ABCD is a rhombus. So we can write AB is equal to BC. BC is equal to PS. We got here AB is equal to SQ. We got here. But this AB and BC are equal. So we can equate the other two sides. So I am equating SQ is equal to PS. So I am writing here SQ is equal to PS. Again, sorry, one mistake done. Here it is BC is equal to the opposite side is PR, not PS. Okay, PR I written here. So we can write this SQ is equal to this PR. Okay. So SQ is equal to PR written here because we know that AB is equal to BC. So since SQ and PR are diagonals of parallelogram PQRS, which are equal. If you are taking PQRS, which are this one SQ, this is one diagonal of this PQRS and PR is another diagonal of PQRS. Now we got these two diagonals are equal. So in a parallelogram, if the diagonals are equal, then we can say that this is rectangle. So we can write PQRS is rectangle. Okay. So first of all, you should take ABC. By using midpoint theorem, you should prove that this PQ is parallel to AC and PQ is equal to half of AC. Again, taking the triangle DAC, this triangle, you should prove that SR is equal to SR is parallel to AC and SR is equal to half of AC. We done here. So by using these two, we can write PQRS is a parallelogram. So if PQRS is a parallelogram, next we have to prove that their diagonals are equal. Okay. So proving that, first of all I am joining SQ, next I am joining PR. So if I am joining SQ, we can write here this AB is equal to SQ because opposite sides of parallelogram. Okay, AB is equal to SQ. Then we can write here AB is equal to SQ. So similarly in parallelogram PBCR, we can write BC is equal to PR. So we got two statements because PQ ABQS first we took and again ABQS first we took, again we took PBCR. So we got here AB is equal to SQ, BC is equal to PR. But this AB and BC are equal, so we can equate SQ and PR together. So SQ is equal to PR. What is this SQ and PR? SQ and PR are the diagonals of the quadrilateral PQRS. So in a parallelogram PQRS, the diagonals are equal, then we can say that it is a rectangle. Okay, now we proved PQRS is a rectangle.